Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Azraf bin Muhammad Azman. I'm from Group 3. Okay, first, let me introduce all the members of the Group 3. Okay, the first one is Muhammad Ridhuwan bin Marzuki, and then myself, Muhammad Azraf bin Muhammad Azman. Next is Muhammad Hasmy bin Hamzah. Then we have Siti Hidayah Binti Abdul Rauf. And lastly is Khairunisa Binti Yazid. Okay, Group 3, we will present about the capital A Berhad. Okay, we go to the next slide. Alright, firstly, I will tell about the company background. In early 2022, Asia Berhad has changed their name to capital A Berhad. So this is occur because they want to evolve from airline to a digital travel and lifestyle brand. Also, capital A divides their business into 5 categories, which is to consist of aviation service, Asia Super App, fintech portfolio, logistic venture, and also lastly is a venture. Okay, we go into next slide. Alright, okay, in this slide, a little bit of brief of the company, vision and mission. Okay, regarding their change their name from Asia to capital A Berhad, they also have changed their vision and mission. Alright, the vision is to become the world leading travel and lifestyle brand service that connecting communities and transforming life in Asia and beyond. Okay, their mission is to become globally recognized ASEAN brand, to provide highest quality and great value service in travel, to care for all the external and internal stakeholders, and lastly is to continually seek a new growth opportunity. Since before this they only have airline, now they have a lot of diversity of business. Okay, we go into next slide. Okay, in this slide I will explain about the capital A Berhad business segment. There are 6 of their business segment. In this slide I will explain the 3 first. The first one is aviation group, and then the second one is aviation services, and the third one is logistics. Okay, in aviation group, we know as the slogan that we know is now everyone can fly. So they have airlines spanning across Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines. So with this, they are making air travel is accessible. Also, Asia now have transforming their Airbus A30, A20 aircraft into a higher capacity and more fuel efficiency. Okay, Asia also have over 106 destinations across the region network. Also, Asia is recognized as the world's best low-cost airline. Okay, next is the aviation service. Okay, first one, we have 4 types of aviation service that capital A Berhad provide. The first one is the engineering, and then the Asia consulting. Then we have GTR, and lastly is Asia Santan. Okay, the engineering, they have engineering experience for servicing best low-cost carrier with higher quality and safety standards. Okay, it is proven the record of managing low-cost operation while providing the best customer experience, value for money, prioritizing aircraft safety and quality. Okay, the ADE also is a one-stop center of offering a broad range of service, including line-based maintenance, component, tool, and technical support. Also, digital solution. Alright, next is the Asia Consulting. Asia Consulting have 21 years of low-cost airline expertise to conduct service for global airlines and investors. Okay, by Asia Consulting is appointed by investor of Fly Dhaka, a low-cost carrier startup in Bangladesh, to provide end-to-end airline consulting service to launch the airline. Alright, next is the GTR. GTR is offer a comprehensive coverage of ground handling service, embrace this digitalization to enhance air cargo movement, communication exchange, and logistic process. And GTR is growing its third-party airline customer base. And for aviation serving, last one is Asia Santan. Asia Santan offering ASEAN culinary secret to the world, having served more than 579 million guests from various countries. Asia Santan serving food both in air, also on the ground. Asia Santan also as a launchpad for young entrepreneurs to start their career in the food and beverage industry through a unique franchise model. Alright, the last one of their logistic of their business segment is logistic. Teleport by AirAsia. Teleport by AirAsia is fast-growing Asian logistic venture with a largest cargo network in Asia. It comes with a combination of teleport freight capacity and its exclusive access to AirAsia passenger flight cargo belly space. It optimizes the logistics to help e-commerce marketplace, third-party logistic player, and consumers save time, money, and effort. Teleport by AirAsia also aims to move things across Asia better than and faster any other provider. Okay, that is the first three of their business segment. On the next slide, I will explain another three. Okay, we go on to next slide. Okay, in this slide, I will explain another three of their business segment, which is digital, financial services, and venture. Alright, the first one is digital. Digital have two of their product, which is AirAsia Super App and also Ikhlas. Okay, first I will explain about the AirAsia Super App. AirAsia Super App is the faster growing travel life and life super apps in ASEAN, which is with over 11 different products and services supporting of each other. The super app also to be linked to the world's best low-cost airline with most extensive network in ASEAN. AirAsia Super App is a strong travel vertical which not only offer flight on AirAsia but also some 700 third-party airlines, and also AirAsia Super App is increasing range of their hotel and inventory as a formidable online travel agency. Right, next is Ikhlas under digital business segment. It supports Muslim community around the world by providing unparalleled access to the faith-based lifestyle product and service. And then Ikhlas also serve the Muslim community with more value and affordable choice in line with their religious needs. Ikhlas also building the community and giving back the community through Sadah service platform. Ikhlas also supporting over 32,000 families through 70 active donation campaign that raised 2.42 million. Alright, that's for the digital. And next, if we go into the financial service. Financial service, the capital A have Big Pay. Okay, Big Pay is a champion financial well-being and literacy by providing accessible, transparent, affordable, simple and secure digital financial services for Southern Asia. Big Pay also offer a full suite of financial products, over 1.3 million carded and transacting users, which including e-money account, e-wallet, with a Visa debit card for the domestic and international spend, international bank transfer, and first of its kind for digital personalized loan product, savings and spending analysis, and more. Right, last one is the venture. There are two products of venture, which is AirAsia Academy. Right, AirAsia Academy is a digital learning platform making edutech affordable, accessible and inclusive for everyone, including AirAsia All-Star, B40 and SME. The ASEAN Academy mission is to train the ASEAN workforce to be workforce ready to the digital future. Also, ASEAN Academy deliver affordable quality education for everyone. Like also they have now everyone can fly. Also, they have for education. And the ASEAN Academy is reskilling and upskilling the gig economy workers with new tech talent such as coding, digital marketing and relevant to their career. Right, the last one for the venture is grocer. Grocer, the ASEAN grocer is to enable farmers and the importer to enjoy a better margin by cutting their middlemen. So with this, they will have more profit on their product. Uh, Asia Grocer also provide farmer with stronger distribution channel and effective logistic solution, leveraging capital A, vast land and air connectivity. Alright, that is for the six of their business segment. The first one is aviation group, and then they have aviation services, and then they have logistic. Next is the digital, and also financial services, and lastly is the venture. Okay, we go on to the next slide. Okay, in this slide we explain about the geographical segment for capital A Berhad. Capital A Berhad have four geographical segment, which is consists of A Asia Malaysia, A Asia Indonesia, A Asia Philippines, also last one is A Asia Thailand. Right, for A Asia Malaysia, when the border reopen for vaccinated person, they are focused on resuming the route of that were most profitable and while looking a new and deserved route. Right, for A Asia Indonesia, it has opened all of its more popular domestic and international route while launching 9 new domestic routes. Asia Indonesia also introduced self-check-in and booking through the Asia Super App. And for the Asia Philippines, they have launched the Asia Super App, which is stimulate the greater travel demand. And last one is Asia Thailand. Asia Thailand has been able to capture significant share of the domestic market to regain the leadership of its segment. Asia Thailand is trained to focus on its second largest Asia market, which is India. That's it for the geographical segment. We go on to the next slide. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, I'm Ridhuwan and I'm going to present regarding the Chief Operating Decision Making. According to MFRS 8, paragraph 5, an operating segment is a component of an entity that engages in business activities from which it may earn revenues and incur expenses, whose operating results are regularly reviewed by the entity's chief operating decision maker to make decisions about resources to be allocated to the segment and assess its performance, and for which discrete financial information is available. Paragraph 7 mentioned that the term Chief Operating Decision Maker identifies a function, not necessarily a manager with a specific title. That function is to allocate resources to and assess the performance of the operating segments of an entity. Often, the Chief Operating Decision Maker of an entity is its Chief Executive Officer or Chief Operating Officer, but for example, it may be a group of executive directors or others. So, I'm going to present the Chief Operating Decision Maker for Capital A Berhad. Capital A Berhad have 6 persons identified as Chief Operating Decision Maker. First, Tarumalingam Kanagalingam, also known as Bo Lingam. He is the President Aviation Capital A and Group Chief Executive Officer of Asia Aviation Group Limited. He is responsible for the implementation of the low-cost concept in operations and procurement. Since then, he has held several key senior management positions, including Purchasing and Supply Senior Manager, Regional Guest Service Director, and President and Group Chief Operating Officer, where he supervised Air Asia's operations in Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines, drove process improvement, and set up new airlines in the region for the group. Second, Mahesh Kumar as the Chief Executive Officer of Asia Digital Engineering. He leads the transformation of Capital A's engineering department into a comprehensive maintenance, repair, and overhaul (MRO) service provider driven by data and technology serving AirAsia and third-party commercial airlines in the region. Mahesh joined AirAsia's engineering department in 2009, and since then he has involved in various engineering projects, including defining and selection of aircraft and engine type, setting up AirAsia India Engineering, and transforming Zest Airways into AirAsia Philippines. Third, Muhammad Hafiz as Acting Chief Executive Officer, AirAsia Super Apps. He was previously the Chief FinTech Officer, where he led the Travel Super Apps FinTech transformation. As the CEO, he will continue to drive the company's FinTech vision across enterprise payment, financial service, and wealth that will further help to boost the Super Apps users' choice and bring more revenue to the business. Fourth, Pete Charion Wongsak as Chief Executive Officer of Teleport, the Asian air logistic provider. On a mission to move things across Southeast Asia better than anyone else, Pete began his career in the group as AirAsia's Group Head of Business Development, where he leads the establishment of airlines in India and Japan, various joint venture efforts, as well as mergers and acquisitions covering Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, and India markets. In 2016, he was appointed AirAsia's Regional Chief Operating Officer, where he successfully turned around AirAsia's Philippines. He was subsequently appointed Chief Executive Officer of Teleport in 2018. Fifth, Zubin Radhakrishnan as Chief Executive Officer for BigPay. He focused on giving Southeast Asians the financial service they needed to level up their life one transaction at a time. Zubin joined BigPay in 2002 as country head of Malaysia and to lead international expansion, driving growth initiatives in Malaysia and Southeast Asian market entry, especially Thailand. He leads the design and executive of digital strategy, launched new digital products, and ran digital transformation and large-scale change effort. He supported banks, fintech, and investors mainly in Singapore, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Malaysia. Sixth, Irene Omar as President Investment and Venture, Capital A, and Chief Executive Officer, Redbit Capital. She's responsible for Capital A's investments and fundraising initiatives, including its venture builder arm, Redbit Capital, which incubates, develops, and accelerates leading innovative new business and solutions across AirAsia's business and markets, while promoting innovation throughout the group. Irene is also the Chief Executive Officer of AirAsia Academy, an edutech platform that is currently disrupting the education space in Asia. We moved on to the accounting policies used by the company. The financial statements of the group and of the company have been prepared in accordance with the Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard, known as MFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards, known as IFRS, and the requirement of the Companies Act 2016 in Malaysia. The financial statements of the groups and the company have been prepared under the Historical Cost Convention. The financial statements are presented in Ringgit Malaysia and all values are rounded to the nearest thousand, except when otherwise indicated. Now, we're going to disclose the revenue of the company for 2022. The revenue of the company have been separated to 5 business segments. The first segment, aviation. The company successfully earned 5.5 billion ringgit Malaysia in revenue. If we compare to last year's revenue, their revenue has been increased dramatically due to most of the country's border have been opened back. So people that has been locked up in their house for 2 years since the 2020 lockdown are freely to go travel around the world. The second segment, logistic and freight services, the teleport. They able to earn 469 million ringgit Malaysia in 2022. Their revenue decreased by 17% compared to last year. The third segment, online travel and e-commerce, which is the AirAsia Super Apps. The company earned 238 million ringgit Malaysia in 2022. The revenue increased by 48% compared to the last year due to improvement of the AirAsia Super Apps that really helps people around. The fourth segment, the Big Pay. The company earned 31 million ringgit Malaysia in 2022, and these segments also able to increase their revenue by 32% compared to last year. The fifth segment, the Ventures segment, stated as other, the AirAsia Academy and AirAsia Grocer earned 132 million ringgit Malaysia in 2022. The revenue also increased by 43% compared to last year. In total, Capital A Berhad successfully earned 6.43 billion ringgit Malaysia in 2022 and increased by 73% compared to last year's revenue. We are going to see the company's revenue based on geographical segment. As per stated in the beginning of the presentation, Capital A Berhad have 4 geographical segments. The first one, our own country, Malaysia. The company earns 4.07 billion ringgit Malaysia in 2022. Second, the company able to earn 835 million ringgit Malaysia in Philippines, followed by Indonesia. Capital A Berhad earns 1.17 billion ringgit Malaysia in 2022, and lastly, Thailand, which is stated as other, were able to earn 351 million ringgit Malaysia in 2022. In this slide, we are going to discuss regarding the company's performance. First, the strength of the company. Capital A Berhad had been named as World's Best Low-Cost Airlines for the 13th consecutive year at Skytrax World Airlines Awards 2022. AirAsia has successfully positioned itself as a low-cost leader in the Asia airlines industry. Its operational efficiencies, including using a single aircraft type, which reduced maintenance and training costs, high aircraft utilizations, and no-frills service, allow it to offer competitive pricing. Besides, the company also received the award Asia Leading Low-Cost Airlines Cabin Crew for the 6th consecutive year and Asia's Leading Low-Cost Airlines for the 7th year in a row at the 27th World Travel Awards in 2022. Therefore, Capital A Berhad introduced AirAsia Consulting to promote low-cost airline business model to interested clients in the aviation industry, and turns out they become the lowest cost producer in all lines of business. Moreover, the company's operating loss has been decreased by 51%, leading to an improvement in the operating profit for 2022. In fact, the company planned to fully restore entire fleet of 205 aircraft and aviation services in 2023. Second, the weakness. The more the company expands their company, the more the difficulties to handle it, especially when it expands globally. Although AirAsia has expanded beyond Malaysia, it still relies heavily on the Southeast Asia market. This concentration increases vulnerability to regional economic downturns or political stability. I believe most of us usually use AirAsia for any flight that we need to attend, right? So I'm pretty sure that we all experience the delayed schedule of their flight. As Air Asia operates on tight schedule to maximize aircraft utilization, any operational disruption such as technical faults, staff strikes, or adverse weather condition, it can have impact on its performance and customer satisfaction. Third, the opportunity. There are opportunities for Air Asia to continue its expansion into new and emerging markets, particularly within Asia, where the demand for low-cost travel is growing due to an increasing middle class. After the pandemic COVID-19 hit, the lifestyle of most of the people have been changed, which is to reduce their expenses as much as possible. Economic fluctuation often lead to more consumers seeking more affordable travel options, which position Air Asia favorably in the market. The year 2022 was marked by volatile oil prices, which increased sharply after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which sparked fears concerning stability of its production, subsequently decreasing in the second half of the year as economic contraction curbed demand. Opportunity exists for Air Asia to invest in newer, more fuel-efficient aircraft which can reduce operating costs and minimize environmental impact. Lastly, the threats. For the threats, we are going to separate it by two aspects. First, in financial. The pandemic COVID-19 causing the aviation industry has been the hardest hit due to the closure of geographical borders. This industry relies heavily on passengers volume and travel restrictions have caused flight cancellation. This significant drop in due to lower traffic level has created operating cash flow challenge and operating losses which can lead to financial distress. The price of jet fuel has been higher because of insufficient refining capacity. Fluctuations in fuel prices would have a significant impact on profitability. Fuel is a key cost component for the business operation. Not only the fuel price, the unexpected depreciation of the Malaysian ringgit could have a significant impact on the cost of financing and business operations. This holds particularly true of the exchange rate with the US dollar. The second aspect of the threat is in operational. All of the airports in the world are using a system for their daily operation. A failure in the airport system that support aircraft refueling, baggage handling, immigrations, custom, and quarantine process which may lead to significant delays and business operational disruption. In today's era of technology, we can do almost everything by using the internet. This arises from different information system channels that brings about threats such as ransomware, data leakage, hacking, and inside threats. These threats can cause significant damage and losses to the group.
Assalamualaikum and hi! My name Khairunisa Binti Yazid. Me and my another group members will explain MFRS 134 Interim Report of Capital A Berhad. There are consists of 5 parts, which is the first one is the basis of preparation of the interim report. Second one is accounting policies of interim report. The third one is the type of interim report. Next, the period of the current and comparative of statement. And the last but not least was the effect before and after adjustment of capital A Berhad.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Hasmy bin Hamzah and I will explain about the basis of preparing MFRS 134, the interim financial reporting of Capital A, Berhad. Interim reporting is unaudited interim financial statement which prepared by compiling MFRS 134, the interim financial reporting, as well as paragraph 9.22 of Bursa Malaysia Security Berhad listing requirement. The group audited financial statement for the year ended 31st December should be read in conjunction with unaudited interim financial statement which will be prepared as per Malaysia Financial Reporting Standard MFRS International Financial Reporting Standard (IFRS) and the requirement of Malaysia Company Act 2016. The financial statement has been prepared on historical cost and consolidated basis. Next is two accounting policies used in the preparing of the interim financial statement. The first is MFRS 11C, which is property, plant and equipment. The property, plant and equipment is stated at cost less accumulated depreciation and accumulated impairment loss. The cost of PPE includes expenditure that directly attribute to the acquisition of the item. The depreciation is calculated on straight line method to allocate their cost to their residual values over their estimated useful life. Next accounting policy used is their share capital classification. The ordinary share with discretionary dividends are classified as an equity. Next is share issue cost. Incremental external costs directly attributable to the issuance of new share or options are shown in equity as a deduction net of tax from the process. Next is dividend distribution. Distribution to holders of an equity instrument is debited directly to equity, net of any related income tax benefit, and the corresponding liability is derecognized in the period in which the dividends are approved.
Capital A Berhad has 31st December year-end. The company is presenting quarterly financial statement as interim report. Quarterly report is collection of unaudited financial statement consists of balance sheet, income statement, cash flow statement issued by company every quarter. Furthermore, this statement should come out with year to the current and comparative. For example, last year quarter to this year quarters resulted to reported quarterly figures. In this case, there are 4 quarters to be provided in interim report, which are the first quarter is 1st January 2022 until 31st March 2022, followed by the second quarter 1st April 2022 until 30th of June 2022. And third quarter is from 1st July 2022 until 30th September 2022. And lastly, fourth quarter from 1st October 2022 until 31st December 2022. Next, the content that should be presented in the interim report are: first, each of headings and subtotal that was included in its most recent annual financial statement. Second one is the selected explanatory notes as required by this standard. The third one is the basic and diluted earning per share on the face of the statement if the entity presents the item of profit or loss in a separate account. And lastly, the report should be presented on a consolidated basis if the most recent annual financial statement was a consolidated statement. Next, in this slide, I would like to present the period for the current and comparative each statement prepared by Capital A Berhad. For cumulative, the interim report is from 1st October 2022 until 31st December 2022. And for the comparative is from 1st January 2022 until 31st December 2022. Now, we move on to this slide. This table will show you the current period and the comparative period reported in the interim report by Capital A Berhad. For income statement, statement of comprehensive income, statement of financial position, statement of changes in equity, and statement of cash flow, the current period in quarter 4 was from 1st October 2022 until 31st December 2022, while for the comparative period from 1st January 2022 up to 31st December 2022. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, I will explain about the adjustment that has been made in the financial year 2022. The group acquired property, plant and equipment with a total cost of 26.7 million, which period ended 31st December 2021 is 27.2 million. Proceeds from the disposal of property, plant and equipment amounted to 1 million, which year ended 31st December 2021 is 44.7 million. The group reported a loss for the year of 3,304 million, whilst the company reported a profit for the year of 2 million for the financial ended 31st December 2022. The group and the company reported net operating cash outflows of 282 million and 495 million respectively. As at 31st December 2022, the group's current liabilities exceeded its current asset by 8,509 million. In addition, as at 31st December 2022, the group reported a negative shareholders' funds of 5,735 million.